Hello everybody, welcome to Touchline Ashibel. My name is Ashibel. Please, if you're new on this channel, please subscribe, like this video, and share this video with your friends. And today I'm going to be talking about the bomb that CAF dropped yesterday concerning the AFCON final between Senegal and Morocco. First off, I see that as a joke. Like people say, football is gone. I think football is gone, to be honest. Because I didn't see that coming. I didn't see that role coming. After 2 months, almost 2 months after the AFCON, and then we're getting the verdict. So are you trying to tell me that that final now was null and void? Are you trying to tell me the referee didn't know the rules of football? You're telling me that the Senegal player or the Senegalese team or the Senegal national team players forfeited the match by going to the dressing room? I don't want to know all that details. But the fact that after the game was played, and there was this conspiracy theory online that Brahim Diaz intentionally missed a penalty. To be honest, I don't think this is how football should be. Worst case scenario would have been another final, which I still don't even think makes sense. But the fact that after Senegal have won the trophy, taking it home, gotten their medals, you're asking them to return it and saying that Morocco won the final instead. Is this a sort of thing where any team that hosts the AFCON have to win it? Because it's not really making sense to me anymore. It doesn't really make sense to me. Now, when you look back at the comments Jimmy Carragher made about the AFCON, it's starting to look like he was correct. Even though he got a lot of trolls, backlash online, he had to come back, or he had to come online to apologize on the comments he made. But when you deep it, don't you think Jimmy Carragher was right? To be honest, I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed of that whole statement that dropped online yesterday from CAF. To be honest, I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a prank. I was expecting somebody to say, "Oh, this thing was AI generated," or it was maybe some ghost account trying to troll CAF or troll African football. But I don't think people are going to take African football seriously after this thing that happened. Can you imagine playing the final and winning it justly? Yeah, even though there was that whole drama, the whole chaos of the Senegalese players exiting the pitch from what they thought was injustice or a decision that went against them that was supposed to be. But they came back and played the football, and then they went on to win it. And then after 2 months, or in about 2 months, you come out to say, "Oh, Morocco actually won the AFCON because Senegalese players forfeited the game." It doesn't make sense to me. Like I said, it don't make sense to me. And it just paints African football in a bad light. I'm telling you, I'm ashamed of this. I'm ashamed of this. It's like PSG. It's like Chelsea saying, "Okay, PSG won the match over 2 legs, but they're going to meet in court." So are you trying to say? It's so funny. It's so funny, and it sounds like idiotic if you ask me. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. After a final has been played and has been won, you're coming back to say, "Oh, the team that actually won the final didn't win it." If that exited the pitch completely and never returned, it would have been a different ball game. It would have been a different story altogether. But they came back and finished the game. And now this is what CAF are saying. Like I said, tell me who's going to take African football seriously after this. The whole drama in the final was enough for the other continents, for the other footballing nations and footballing world to be talking about us. Talk more of when this just happened or when this dropped yesterday. It's a total joke, if you ask me. Total joke. Well, I don't know. I was reading online today that Senegal are going to. I think they say Senegal are going to appeal about this decision, about this verdict. Let's see what happens. To be honest, to save football, Senegal have to win this appeal. To save football in Africa, in the whole world entirely, Senegal have to win this appeal. Because that means the game we grew up loving and watching is living, is going, is dying right before our very eyes. And it's not right. Another thing that was creeping in recently was the whole tactics game plan where players are not really allowed to express themselves because they have to be in a shape, be in a particular pattern, tiki-taka and all that. We're starting seeing less flair players, and now this is starting to happen again. No. This is not right at all. This is not right. the Senegalese national team are going to feel hard done by, and I understand because they played their hearts, sweat and blood in that game to win it, and they won it justly. They would have beat any team in the final. I'm so sure about this because that Senegalese team, they're very good, they're strong, they're physical, they're technical. So this whole thing has to be rescinded. That's just my verdict on it. There's no way I support Morocco over this. You might say, yeah, because I'm a Nigerian, I'm going to support Senegal because Morocco knocked us out of the AFCON. We suffered the same thing. Was it in the semi-final? The whole host nation benefit or bias, we suffered it, and now this happens. Well, that's my opinion on this thing. I think Senegal should remain champions of the AFCON. It should not change. They shouldn't change it at all. That's my opinion on this. I said worst case scenario rather should be another final, which still doesn't make sense to me. Anyways, guys, that's all I have to say on this topic. If you have any opinion or you feel there's another way out of this, let me know. But guys, I'll see you in the next video. Remember to like, share this video, drop a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one. Cheers. Bye-bye. That's pretty impressive.